Okay, this is from my documentary, Why Did Yahweh Allow the Mark of the Beast to Happen? But I also, in advance, I know I'm putting it up as a separate video, a separate video, because this, in case people don't look all the way through and see this. And I'm finishing up this documentary with this clip showing, we're looking at it and we're all getting frustrated, what might be going on. And I showed you the verses and the meanings, but let's get this over with quick. You shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. As you saw the meanings, wear out, if this is the same one as the King of Fear's countenance, but yet the meanings are the same, I want you to see that. Wear out is from 1086, but used only in a mental sense, to fail, consume, enjoy long. Wax old, spend, waste. How many are getting tired of this yo-yoing? We don't know what is going on with this guy. Does that sound like waxing old on you? It's in a mental state. This is mental. We're being worn out. And none of us can figure out what's going on. Is prophecy going to happen or is it not? We're all thinking the same thing. Then he says, think to change times and laws. From day one, how many executive orders did he put into place? Instantly, it's now the Gulf of America. Now I'm going to tariff you, sanction you. You're going to cut you off of welfare. I'm going to do this. Did he not change laws? He changed the times. He didn't change the calendars. He changed the ways of the times. But okay, so let's not drag on too long. This documentary's long enough. But this is what I wanted to explain. And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, a king of fierce countenance, and this is Donald Trump, and understanding dark sentences shall stand up. Now that, we see that and we think of Harry Potter. And a little spell comes off his magic wand, or some witch in a pot stirring up goodies. I need a dead man's toe, a rat's tail, some salt, and mix it up. This is not Hollywood. It sounds dark sentences. It sounds, wizardry or whatever. It's not. But I couldn't understand what this meant until what's going on now. It has to happen before I can grasp it. We're in process of it happening. Dark sentences means a puzzle, a trick, speech, hard question, riddle, too profound, a riddle, to tie a knot. This is all just like we are not the saints. This is a mental thing. And now it makes sense what's going on here. Now I'm getting it. But let's go on, and then we'll explain all this. And through his policy, he shall also cause craft to prosper in his hand. We see that word craft. Oh, it's witchcraft. Not exactly. You want to call it that, that's fine. He shall cause craft to prosper. Craft means, in the sense of deceiving, it's deceit, fraud, false, treachery, to delude or betray. Prosper means to push forward, break out, come mightily, be profitable. In his hand, what exactly is that? Is he Harry Potter with a magic wand? No. It means a hand. The open one indicating power. It's got other meanings that goes along with it. That's the main one. He's causing this deceit that he's doing right now to gain ground and pushing his agenda forth from the power of his hand, his presidential office right here. and he shall magnify himself in his heart. How many times is he magnifying himself? So with this in mind, we can make better sense of what's going on. We still got more to learn, but going back to dark sentences, it's a puzzle, a trick, a riddle. Now, I'm going to bomb you 48 hours. Now, they say he tacos. I looked up what that meant. Taco, Trump always chickens out. I was laughing about that. But yeah, there's this circle going around. It's, we won the war, step 2. Well, there's a peace deal, step 3. You got 48 hours left. We're going to bomb you. And then it keeps going in circles over and over. Nobody knows what to expect. He's going 10 different directions. And this craft is deceiving, fraud, treachery. He's going and he knows he's doing it. He's lying right in front of the people. We destroyed all their missiles, yet they're still shooting. We won the war. Really? The other day, yeah, the Strait of Hormuz has already been open. It's just you don't know it. What? He's deliberately lying because he knows dark sentences. He's making himself look like a liar. Then he's making himself look like this. He's making himself look like that. Almost like multiple personalities. Why though? Why would he do this? I mean, he's guilty of treachery. Remember last year? Oh, on Monday they'll have the next meeting with the diplomats, and then he 2 days ahead went and bombed the 3 sites. He's been doing it over and over. Now, this is what I'm seeing. Why this is happening the way that it is. And why we can't make no sense of it is because it's like in a movie, spinning illusion circles, somebody's going, oh, and they'll be put to sleep, or a little watch back and forth. You're going to sleep in 5 seconds, 5, 4, hitting us. It's war on our minds. It's to be the way he is, to cause a distraction. It's all a distraction, even though the attention's put on him. We're putting it on all the things he's doing and saying, and something else is going on behind the scenes. This is deceit, and it's to drive us nuts. It is wearing us out. Now, don't pretend to know everything about this, but he is deliberately speaking the way he is, unlike any world leader I've ever seen. To now, none of us can even guess what's going on because of all the different directions he seems to be going. Nobody can predict what's going to happen. There we have it. Can't predict it. We won't predict it. We're being lulled to sleep while still awake, if you will. It seems to me this is the time they're getting set up to do something big. But we don't know what. If you was him, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you try to confuse people to the point that nobody can see it? And we're going crazy? Now look what he does with his speech. Just because Donald Trump says something, the stock market goes back up and we're scratching our heads. It should have collapsed. But yet he is, and we can add that word with dark sentences, manipulation. Mind games and manipulation. Donald Trump says such and such, stock market, 500 points up. And we're all questioning what is really going on to these stock market people. Are they that dumb? But yet he's getting it done, isn't he? He keeps propping it up. because he knows how to manipulate. He is a businessman, right? He knows how to hire and fire. So, my documentary, the last 13 weeks, this is starting to make sense here now. This is starting to make sense. Now, you're going to think I'm crazy, but and I don't blame you, because I thought so too. I had to stop and think about this for a minute. Am I just trying too hard? Or is there a point? Because, like I told you, marching around Jericho is still going on. And right smack at the first day of the year, he sent Artemis II to circle the moon. Jericho is the city of the moon. He sent it. Donald Trumpet sent it. And ever since then, this yo-yoing has begun, hasn't it? Hasn't it? Huh? Yeah. See? Now, with that in mind, go back to Joshua. They were circling Jericho 13 times. They were not allowed to speak at all. Only thing allowed to make noise was the trumpets. Now, who out there is making all the noise? Donald Trumpet. Are you seeing it? I'm telling you, that's what I'm seeing in this. And it makes sense. And it all ties into the end of the 2300 days. And it's just like I told you. February 28th was the first day of the war. And as I said, the 119th day, 911 backwards, of the war, the 119th day of the war is June 26th. And the next day is the 120th day. Moses dies at 120. Then they cross the Jordan and take Jericho. So when Trump is seemingly going in circles, it's like circling around Jericho over and over, because he keeps, it's either I'm going to bomb, we won, make a deal, we got a deal, now I'm going to bomb, you got 48 hours, and then he's going in circles, and he's the one doing this right here. That. And the whole world is watching. Because Hormuz is affecting everybody. And just like I said, as I close this one out, Jericho was shut up so that no one came in or no one went out. Now we got the Strait of Hormuz, the same deal. Basically, no one's going in or no one's coming out. Can that be coincidence too? You decide. Let's not fight about it. This isn't to argue. This is to throw ideas out there. But this garbage that he's doing right now is indicative of what Daniel is saying, and now it's making sense. Why this stuff seems to be all mental. Now it is. And it's not like, I don't agree with the people that says he's delusional or mental. He knows, because he was a businessman, he knows people, he knows how to work it and manipulate. He understands how to riddle, how to speak a certain way, be belligerent and whatever. He knows. He knows how to do it. He's experienced in it. And he speaks for the dragon. That's why I think the serpent, he wanted to destroy everything, and I can see where he's been blocked, but Satan he's got to go all out. He knows if he don't do something, it's over. Done. He knows that he's got, everything is on the table. But he's got to do it through deception to get it done. So what Trump is doing is crazy, but when we look at it, it makes a little bit more sense. To wear out the saints and to keep us so confused that we don't see the horror coming upon us. Because now I'm going to finish it with one last thing, and this is not a salvation issue. I don't even want to call it a test. This is just something just for you or me. You know, so nothing to argue over. The narrative is, well, the Iran war eventually we're pretty soon. It'll be over, and we'll get back to everything. That's the consensus, and we're going to get it all, you know, finished over. Okay, that's that side. We can believe that narrative, or we can have faith, no matter what it looks like, that the Bible says Iran has to be finished. The war has to conclude his way. That horn's got to be broken. Either we're going to believe Yahweh at this time and show our faith, or we can believe the other side. I'm not going to get mad either way. This isn't a test or salvation issue. This is kind of like fun to me, but I'm nevertheless serious because I believe what the Word says. I believe it has to end because He said so, and everything else has been happening. So that's kind of, you know, something for you to think about. But I'm ending this one out. And for those who watched the documentary, where this is at the end, I know the documentary is very strong and even a little entertaining at times and interesting and whatnot. Probably over 100 video clips, enough to drive you crazy, I guess. But I used it to bring forth the point and to show why the mark was allowed to happen, because the transgressors came to the full, and he always basically threw his hands up in the air and says, that's it. Strong delusion time. There comes a point where we cross the line, and that's it. There is an expiration date on His grace. With that being said, I'm ended it here. Pray I've helped some. Yahweh be with you.